EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. To throw is Duggan. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's caught inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Duggan now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. The Broncos at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And running with power here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That good for 22 and a first down. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmett Singleton. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd and short. You talk about this Jets defense. Now they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Doug going to look to throw this. Short throw caught by Dosage. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Duggan looking to throw. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Coleman Sutton, 30 yards. And the Broncos lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. One after up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Fields. Drops this off with Nwangu. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. To throw is Fields. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Completes it to Hardman. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. As they've got it as we resume action. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Always got some breathing room. Still going inside the 20. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Javonte Williams, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is taken in at the 5. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards. Here's Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll look to run with Hall. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And the Bronco defense comes up big. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play call, how they sequence things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Duggan to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Duggan. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing, Duggan. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Looking to throw. Dugan. Flushed out right. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And Judy's going to have the Broncos first down as he's across midfield to the 48. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And this one is right through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. That ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
In motion right, that's Hardman. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Robert Saleh wanted to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. Fields trying to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And strong around there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 134 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first and 10, Dugan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. To throw again. Dugan eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
On fourth down, Dugan. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers up in the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Fields now to throw. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have the first. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Touchdown, Jets. Kene Nwangu, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. And that'll make this a 10-point game.
Jets 14.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams shedding the tackle that gives him some room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase?
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
I got to get that.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. A pitch comes to Hall. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Throwing on third down, Fields. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Fields on first down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 189 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Broncos are on their way to a 2-0 start. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Fields on third down.
Just good.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
He's got him in, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Here's a 2nd and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Broncos, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL Audio.